This is the new Moto E second generation, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this device. And do note that the Moto E that is being sold in India currently is the 3G variant. This is not the 4G variant that is supposed to be launched sometime in May. And regarding the pricing, it is available in India for rupees 7,000. It's sold exclusively in India via Flipkart. And if you're planning to buy this unit, please use my link. It does help the channel. And this is the Moto E. I opted for the white color variant. We'll come back to the handset a bit later. And if we move further down, we also have a headset, but again it looks very generic type headset. Again, it's Motorola branded. We have a button to take a call and also a microphone. We also have a USB charger, but the USB cable is actually pre-attached to that one. And we also get some manuals and warranty card. It says Moto E get started and gives you a basic idea how to insert your SIM card. And this is the dual SIM model that we have. And we can also add a SIM card. So basic info, I would say. And this is the safety and the warranty statement. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. And let me take out this plastic cover. And we have the handset itself, and the battery is again sealed inside. It's a 2390 milliamp hour battery. But we can actually open this up, and via this, you add your SIM cards and the micro SD card on this device. So a pretty innovative design that we get, and we can actually swap these covers if you would like for other colors. So let's put this back, go from the bottom and just put it like this. And let's do the first boot for this device. Before that, let me give you a physical overview. Here we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. This is the power button and the volume rocker. Have very good tactile feel. Towards the bottom we have the main microphone, the micro USB slot that will be used for charging this device. This is a small indent using which you can open this, and here nothing. Moving towards the rear facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel rear facing camera, and it can also record video up to 720p. We also have a secondary noise cancellation mic, Motorola logo, and we also have a front facing camera, but it's just a VGA camera. So let's do the first boot for this device. So this is the first boot screen that we are getting. We have English, United States, etc. We'll just use English, India, and let's quickly try to set it up. And we'll just set up my, Wi-Fi network, and I'll be back. A very good thing about this new Moto E is that it comes with Android Lollipop out of the box. So you're getting the latest version of Android out of the box. And it's just setting up, and we can set up our Google account if we want. I'll just skip that for the time being. I'll just skip that. And it says Google services. We'll accept that. And it says we are set. We can migrate if we want, but I'll do that later on. And we are actually done. So that was a very quick setup, and initial impressions, it feels pretty snappy for a Snapdragon 200 chipset, and it's running Android Lollipop. Let's look, and here are some of the privacy settings, dual some options, but let's just go down. And we have the brightness control over here, but looks like we don't have any auto brightness on this device. And let's go to the further settings, and here if we go, let's look at about. As you can see, it's running on the Android version 5.0.2, which is Android Lollipop, and Motorola has said that they will be updating this Moto E whenever there are new updates, so that's a good thing. And regarding storage, let's look at the storage now. Here it is. And out of that 8 gigs, the available space that we have is 4.61 gigabytes. We can also add a micro SD card. I will add a micro SD card later on and check if some of the apps are movable to the SD card. Let's also look at the display. And it says that it has adaptive brightness. So let's enable that. So that's nice to see that we have that. Moto display is there, so that's a nice thing, I would say. Something like the Moto X, we are seeing that now on this new Moto E, so that's nice to see. And we also have Motorola privacy options, and if we just go back and we also have a Motorola ID account. So you can create a Motorola account. Let's look at the apps that are actually pre-installed, and looks like not a lot of bloatware. We have FM radio, so that's a nice thing. And in fact, hardly any bloatware apart from some Motorola specific apps like Motorola Alert and Motorola Migrate and this Moto app. So you can customize your device using this. I'll check this out a bit later. And before we move further, let me talk about the general configuration of this device. This Moto E sports a 4.5 inch screen, which is a QHD screen. That means it sports a resolution of 540 by 960. It also has Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It is powered by the Snapdragon 200 chipset, which is a quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. Regarding the GPU, it's the Adreno 30 GPU. It has 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal storage. Moving towards the camera, the rear-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter, whereas the front-facing camera is a VGA camera. And the battery is a 2390 milliamp hour battery, but the battery is not user replaceable. So I would say, considering the price point of around 7,000 in India, I would say it's a pretty decent handset. As we are connected, let's fire up the Chrome web browser and let's see, let's accept this. No thanks, and let's try. And this is the default keyboard that we get, and the good thing is we have a number row. It's a little bit cramped as it's sporting just a 4.5 inch screen, but I would say pretty decent. And again, this is the mobile variant. Let's switch to the desktop variant and see how it handles it. Again, if you notice, it was very quick. Let's try the pinch to zoom gesture. That is also fairly responsive, I would say. Let's click on this link, and this is also pretty decent, I would say. Let's also quickly look at the camera on this device, because the earlier Moto E's camera was not that great. So let's see if this camera is any improvement. I heard that this has now autofocus, so that's nice. So it says we can drag up and down, and you can also use the twist function too. So you just tap in and it takes the picture, but let me enable this, control the exposure option. So this will be better. Let me just take a snap now of this object, and you can just hold it and again move around to adjust the exposure. So I will be testing the camera a lot more. These are some of the snaps that we took right now. As you can see, okay, but this came out to be a little bit blurry. So I will be testing the camera a lot more in my full review. So that's it for now for this very quick unboxing and first looks at the Moto E 2nd generation. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.